Good afternoon, I'm Steve Noviello. Two very different pictures are emerging about the man who murdered 3 officers and wounded 3 more in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was both a decorated Marine, college-educated who served in Iraq, and a separatist who advocated violent revolutions. His crime spree was devastated the Baton Rouge community and raised more questions about police safety. We have Fox 4's Brandon Todd, who is live for us now in Baton Rouge. Good afternoon, Brandon.
Yeah, Steve, that shooting happened right back behind me at the beauty supply store. But over here in this direction, of course, you got this truck here right in the way. But over here across the street is a growing memorial that people are adding to here by the minute. The state police today calling this an ambush, saying the gunman was certainly seeking out police. Adding today that the shooter, Gavin Long, rented a car in Kansas City after the Dallas shootings and drove it here to Baton Rouge. Today in Kansas City, detectives are at Long's home in Grandview, just outside of the city. They're trying to get a clearer picture of his motive for the shooting.
Shot fired, officer down, shot fired, officer down. Got a city officer down, shot fired. Shot fired over here.
It was just before 8:40 a.m. yesterday morning when police got that 911 call regarding a man with a rifle. Police arrived to find 29-year-old Gavin Long, dressed all in black, carrying extra ammunition and wearing a mask. And as soon as officers pulled up on that scene, he immediately started shooting. Long served in the Marines for 5 years, including a tour in Iraq. He was married in 2009, divorced 2 years later. He was killed by police in a shootout yesterday morning. Today, in front of the shooting scene, as I just mentioned, there is a growing memorial for officers who were killed. Several people this morning have left flowers and messages of encouragement. While there were several people from this community, there was one gentleman we met from Millville, New Jersey. He was a police chaplain, and he had just come from Dallas, where he spent the last week consoling officers there.
Officers from every place came and sent their love, and that'll probably be the same thing here. My job as a police chaplain is to support my officers. I call them my kids, the men and women in blue. They are courageous warriors.
3 officers were killed, 3 wounded, 1 critically. Baton Rouge police officer 32-year-old Montrell Jackson, a 10-year veteran of the force. He leaves behind an infant son. 41-year-old rookie officer Matthew Gerald, who served in the Marines before graduating from the police academy back in March. He leaves behind a wife and 2 kids. And 45-year-old deputy Brad Garofalo, who was ending his shift, about to go on vacation. He was a deputy with the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office for about 24 years. He leaves behind a wife and 4 kids. Back out live here, investigators have interviewed some people who have had contact with Long in Baton Rouge, and officials are still asking, basically kind of asking the public, Steve, to come forward if you have had any contact or if anyone knew Long. They can get a clearer picture again of just why this happened. Steve?
All right, Brandon Todd live for us in Baton Rouge, Louisiana this afternoon.